the wife of Kobena ADU-BOAHEN, attempted to destroy evidence by curtain suspected. Mami we no ofie. And onya information say yachini kunu wo airport. Yesi wheelbarrow no this is a ska CCTV chino. Wheelbarrow yesi odin to make trade mu no abo dancing crying. And odin to make twa nase support or the support odin to ma obo e scholar collar. And all this support a try yim send a bear and hungu no nja draws. And okuta wheelbarrow. Na sike yedi sa na dimirika keke no ko hwe toilet team. Sika yasi sika neba the first born no ekuta shovel osa no atogum osa no atogum yasi sika yasi potamanto bag so and omu di sika papa yasi wo hwe na battery sika mu a masonry me see atani general di cheche bo koto so ohun bi da yasi CCTV capture no ode ntuma boniye no wabo a scholar se collar and all the support twam se na be antuma ne mpa e man house boy hu no ho because no share draws and na wachechere atari general say CCTV so board refi no ho and na wheelbarrow yes se sika gum dollars so yes se gum no dimirika go hwe gu binim ni a flash 3 kwasiafo we say omu ndi bone still. And the Chief Justice of Ghana on the president's statement about Bontine say the president is in consultation. On say Saudi Bonia Assembly Bekebiana Bufu. Saoya Kromfua Assembly Bekebiana Bufu. Now, Mr. Mahama, the president of the Republic of Ghana, Bekachre say we received 3 petitions. Now 3 petitions, you know, are fair now all processing to have a contact with the Council of State for them to also receive it from him. Inti President Oboya said this is what he's planning on doing. And even the president's statement, you know, it was not an emphatic statement. Say, I have met the Council of State, I have given them the petition, and I'm waiting for them to come back to me. No, the president said, I've received some petitions, and I am looking at making sure I let the Council of State also know about it, and then we will see how it goes. Into President Nekache, not President Nekache say we're taking a firm decision. He has met the Council of State, they have taken a decision. No, the president was informing us because this government, this presidency, they always want us to know what is going on. And the president thought it's wise to say, okay, why don't I let Ghanaians know, say, I've received some petitions, and the next thing I have to do is to consult the Council of State. Because the president doesn't want the thing to be with him quietly, and Adiabechano policy, oh, Ghana for minya petition, biba mankanchemo, Mediama Council of State. No, it wouldn't sound nice. We would think that the president does not respect us. So because we have a matured, intelligent president and a government, they did what? They said, let us inform Ghanaians. And let them know, say, the presidency here we are sitting, we are here because of them. Every single thing we do is because of them. So when there's something like this comes to me, I have to tell my team to announce it for people or Ghanaians to know, say, I'm a president, I'm not a fool like the first one, and that I want to build this nation or govern this nation with Ghanaians. And that is what the president did. Now, the president made that announcement, when Chief Justice said she wants to see the petition. And when the MPP for so omoko court adaya osono maame omunim say eba be yi osono maame free ho, which is the Chief Justice. So it became like now president ne krampo no asema wo kan kra onyantu hwanamo. How can you go to court abra asem no kra president nyantu hwanamo? President was informing us. So for the Chief Justice to indirectly get MPP people to come to court to save her, and her trying to think so obetime good president anima say by demanding for the petition to see the allegation in it, or see a petition no so reading no allegations now after 1 week or the response by my president. I'm surprised and say now me kramiti me nyamfa bibia my Council of State. Mate say yes, the case be kra brewa also better case in so. But right now when you go to the Council of State, they don't have any response or any legit official statement from Mia made a document amomo. So where is all this? Where is this? All of these? Where is it coming from? Now the president the next day, which is today, he has responded to the Chief Justice, who is very distressed. The Chief Justice, the BP also, the Chief Justice feels to say she's going to be a mere judge because of her conduct in the past. The president has not said anything. The president was just informing Ghanaians that this is what has happened. I've received petitions. I'm thinking of following the process. That's all. Now, under the intelligent President John Dramani Mahama Akasa, or say, my letter to the Council of State on 24th March 2025 informed them of my intentions to send the petition to you. That request was consented to on the 27th of March. So, Mr. President said, Madam Chief Justice, sa statement am the 12 no. Na me magana of what you say, Mama, the Council of State for ati asie say letter bia be kamensa na afei na mede letter no ebrel mo na mede abrawo enti edien na wudi mirika ka say yemfa letter ne mawo na hwe mu na wugina court na nkofo bi mbra court na omo be yi woto akonya ensemba sa Mr. President say edien na ekoso president say he doesn't understand or say now I thought say you were a judge. I thought say you were not going to be a judge who basically base every action on assumption. It looks like our Chief Justice is now an assumption Chief Justice. She does not base her thought on evidence or facts. With all due respect, from her actions. Because when you hear the president's response to the Chief Justice, it is looking like you have a Chief Justice who does not base her next action on facts or on evidence. She bases everything on hearsay and assumptions. And we can't have somebody who bases her decisions on assumptions. How can we have a Chief Justice who basically, at the end of the day, decisions are all taken on is based on assumptions? No, you are not right for the job. With all due respect, you don't cut because you are showing us to say when it comes to evidence-based the argument and making decisions, you do not care about evidence. You don't care about facts. You only base your leadership and all that you do on what? On assumptions. How can we give Supreme Court to a woman or a Chief Justice who base everything on assumptions? Then it means you are not right enough to be there as the Chief Justice of Ghana. That alone means that the petitioners will be right in whatever they have written. I don't know what they wrote in the petition, but from your actions as the Chief Justice, it is showing clearly, say, whatever the petitioners have written in that petition, it is right because you yourself, Grampono, one can want to mean tenase and tinaho and say, as some way the engineer swa medicine. You base everything you do on assumption. We cannot have a Chief Justice who basically cannot think, cannot sit, cannot analyze and use facts to make a decision. No. Madam, you are a disgrace to the judiciary. You are a disgrace. You are basically like a lay person walking on the street you have handed the Chief Justice to because you cannot even base anything on fact. It's not grounded on anything. If you are going to be leading our Supreme Court based on assumptions, then, madam, you are not fit to occupy that office. You are not. This alone, I believe, says somebody can even petition the Council of State again or the president because we can't have a Chief Justice who base her thought, her decisions on assumption. Hey, are you a child, madam? Are you a child? You are an embarrassment to judiciary. Or, madam, reading is difficult for you. I love you with no homo. I love you and I have nothing against you, but you have lowered the standard of a Chief Justice. Your level of understanding of issues is very low. You are basing everything on assumption. How can we allow you to go back to the Supreme Court to sit on very important issues? I respect you a lot as the Chief Justice of Ghana, but this your recent attitude and approach to very important issues shows say you are not mentally matured. That's the word I'm looking for. With all due respect, madam, I respect you. But you are not emotionally and mentally matured to be able to sit down, analyze issues, and come to a solid conclusion that we, the normal citizens, will clap and be like, this is our Chief Justice. You are mentally and emotionally not matured to lead the Supreme Court. Yes. And this is not an insult. This is a straightforward statement that you need to sit back and reflect on. Because as a whole Chief Justice, you don't just emotionally, childishly just get up and write things. No. Now, the president is saying, say, whatever you want, or the petition, in fact, now for 7 days to read it. Or say no. Because of the slow pace of the way you do things, the way you are slow in processing things, we're now 10 days. You are distressed. Right now for 7 days to read the petition. Now the president says that because of your slow pace in reasoning, the way you assume without finding facts, the way you base all your thinking and your judgment on assumption, he says take 10 days, take your time and read the petition. So the President of the Republic is saying that he is going to give you the petition to read, and you have 10 days to do that. You see? Oh, say right now, you, madam, you are embarrassing yourself than your political party, the MPP. This is very shameless. Now, per 7 days, a read petition. No? Now, President say, it was based on assumption. Now, he wants to give you 10 days because the way you reason is below standard. You might rush in reading the petition to come and make another statement which is based on assumption. So he wants to give you 10 days. You see, now you see where you are. A whole Chief Justice, and a whole Chief Justice, young men and women on the street are teaching you how to think. It is all because politics. I love you, ma'am, but you are not cut for this job. I don't know what's the petition, but your actions alone and say you are not cut for this job. You are too temperamental. You see, you act on impulse. You why the sakwara? You're too alewa penwa so now real few problems. Why the sakwara ketikitia sebio diaper ball to sebio we twa onan gum. But you took candy ma now real few say sebio we ja onan na woto hyehyw. You were not supposed to be in a rush. Why? What do you need? If you know you are not guilty of anything, sit back. Let the president do what he's doing. Let the council of state do what they are doing. If they are ready, they should send the petition. What is this? See where it has ended you. Embarrassment. Now, 7 days now, the president said you 10 days cocaine because always your judgments are not based on facts. They are not based on evidence. They are based on assumption. A whole Chief Justice? You are now an assumptive Chief Justice. What kind of saying? Assumptuous Chief Justice. You are just basically walking in the air. You don't even know where to land. You don't even have any base. Your level of breaking issues down is so shallow, madam. Very shallow. Today the president is saying he has not even given it to them yet. But today you are saying people should come to court. You are demanding for the allegations, for the petition. You don't do that, madam. We respect you. You will be a fine Supreme Court judge, a fine one. You will be a very fine Supreme Court judge. Ebia obi ani obi akoda wo nwurem asem no about appeals court. From Supreme now so sa nyoma ni bi. You will be fine. Kobe cases. So car bi akopim car bi to number plate na 2 ya appeals court about Supreme Court. You have time to assume. Because if you need a judge who assumes, you have enough of time to assume. You are an assumption judge. And to me, I would prefer you become a normal Supreme Court judge. And all that you do is, large cases now, here a lot of deep thinking with facts and evidence. You can deal with those matters. Obiako obi body. Obini obiabo obidua eduane dane ndane yabe pia appeals court yabe pia now see from Supreme Court now tete ho sa anyoma de bi sa na ade ache na ade asa ni akoye weye sa anyoma nkete de bi because at this point we cannot let you go sit on high profile cases and be like, oh, I am thinking, because you assume a lot. You don't base anything on facts, madam. So the president has given you 10 days. It's quite disheartening in Mumbai, yeah. You don't even know whether you are Ghanaian or a Fulanese. You don't know. Are you a Ghanaian? Do you want a white paper or a green paper? You, Chief Justice, you don't even know whether you're a Ghanaian. Right now, when the Council of State calls you and tell you, we don't have any problem with the petition, it's fine. Tell us whether you're a Ghanaian or not. How are you going to prove yourself to them? Oh, I am a Ghanaian because I preach in church. You know, in Ghana, when your mother is Fanti and she has stayed in Elmina or Edna, and your mother is Eve, and then she has stayed at Denu, that will make you half Ghanaian. In fact, when your father's father does not tell your father that he was from Denu, and your mother's mother does not, go and explain there. Contemporary cases. Oh, you're very good at contemporary. Oh, we are assuming. Into contemporary now. Okay, so you into now contemporary. Also, Madam Chief Justice, Madam Chief Contemporary. Into a contemporary. What say ya? Not just all the young quine. That be one fine young quine. How do you contemporary? Abenkating conto assumptions. So our case is a little bit made demon contem. You base everything on assumption. Into Kao Supreme Court, a normal Supreme Court judge. Now, Kao the auto. You are the one who stole the contumely. And you are the farmer. Now did you steal a contumely? So, Mpacho, madam, you stole the contumely. It means you did two things. It's either abekati konto or palava sauce, right? So, madam, I did abekatikoto. So we were assuming that it was abekatikoto and it's abekatikoto. He has called twice, 2 years. So I know money be now to the Supreme Court now. Yeah, now Supreme Court for omo event to be a number some name Marco Casao, Domia Brat no about advocating for women right co-port association. So I know money be. Baby, I will do the assumptions in the dorsal. All right, Mammy, you job me. Are you a Ghanaian? Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, are you a Ghanaian? Come and write on your page and let's see. Have a press conference and explain to us. So you're Ghanaian. Why? Do you want a green or white? Now look at this. ADU-BOAHEN and you see them copy court. Now ADU-BOAHEN and copy court. They were not asking, say they are not guilty. And that's what chrono. Yes, you almost say a bill no as soon as you enter so. Every before pa but we enjoy. Yawedu. Contemporary case, Chief Justice. Yawedu. Yes, see, the wife of Kobna ADU-BOAHEN attempted to destroy evidence by carting suspected currency bills into suitcases on the night she was notified of the arrest of her husband, Deputy Attorney General. And yedi akromfo we eko court. Omo sika bruta. Akwa we de nere. Sika omo wi no okana wanka pudu a nice wabodam. Yesi ekodu court na Attorney General Deputy eka say, "Hey, Madam Judge. Maami we no ofie. Ena onya information say ya chi ni kunu wo airport. Yesi hui baro no ode sika CCTV chi no. Hui baro yesi ode ntuma twadi mu no wabode nsinkran. Ena ode ntuma twa na se. Sapo ode ntuma obo eyi collar. Ena ode sapo etwa ne yem se ne be ya ne hunguo no onhye draws. Ena okuta hui baro. Na sika ye de sa na dimirika keke no kohwe gutoletim. Sika yasi sika ne first born no ekuta shovel osa no atuogum osa no atuogum yasi sika yasi putamanto bag so ena omu di sika papa yasi wo hwe na battery sika mu masonry mesi Attorney General di cheche bo koto so ohun bi da yasi CCTV capture no ode ntuma boni ye no wabo scholar se collar ena ode sapo atwam se na be ya ntuma ne mpa e ma ne house boy hu no ho because no shed draws and watch it. Attorney General say CCTV so board we fi no ho and hui baro yi yes sika gum dollars so yes gum no de mirika go hwe gu binim ni a flash 3 kwasi afo we say omo ndi bone still right there you go on shed draws. Attorney General catch judge say judge omo ba hande no one make say omo wi ade o omo say o bail na e da omo so no sika no so ntie ente so intend ade a obokọ pre e wo court no say yente omo bail no so na enya say ntie ade bail na ba 80 million Ghana enya sika bia omo wo sika kofoi omo sa wo gold we momo wi sika o ewurade nyankopon inti de copy of court no me de me kote beka ye kote ebeka me kote ye e na me beka inti omo say Attorney General American Brofri said the wife of Kobna ADU-BOAHEN attempted to say attempted to destroy. Just when to me and destroy attempted to destroy evidence by carting suspected. Yakasa carting what you say at the same of a hubaru now it's a sikagum now the dimri muamutako a shop papano and your woman say shop. Mwamoko supermarket papa no carton ade na yede yi nyo magum no wasesa siga kugu ba ro no ofrantoma e de okọ no aba e na CCTV pick no sika oswa no edensin kran ma e wheelbarrow no na kohwe gu toilet no asaba no nim se ye be che no e na o try ni nyina no sa na odi kohwe no nyina no na engu toilet no na egu da ho enti o mko no say eno osia nyame o bonsam o ni ekurapo ye ho bre ho asemi kunu no ye djuma wa National Investment Bank ye nyina ye kwa sorry bomo ye nim de si ye sa wo chi o ma sa no bukan bonsam kwasiafo uguta fendi bag $40,000 na bonsam ekutem abofunu mo so na ma sheshe earrings $50,000 na mo cha draws $12,000 sa draws na bonsam na she wo chi o ma bonsam me say me kuni nenim hia sa ahwehwe onim hwe me so road wo no gina wa aisa sapo Be me because worry ni jiren sa wo hwe na chika se bi da da chi I say ban ene yetete ha bonsam o ye nim se de ye sisila pa ene de sisila pa say ni jiwari no ese suspect ne say eye otumfo ex-wife a wo bi dia mo sa abifo we o say ahim nyina sisila pa say enye ono a ne suspect na okofa sisila pa jiwari no omo say oh jiwari ko na ye sisila pa dia otumfo ex-wife a wo ye sie ni dada onu mom ne dia enti e de komenhia enti suspect ne say yen komenhia nko jiwari no je say yes tikasi abodam ade as ye nim nyansa enti when see another suspect e be the check up so be ain enti me chekire mu akire mu ye si wo court no team stay with me. All right, this is another one. Social media stories. You jump quick. And Haruna Idrisu ni NDC for ade assemble bia ba ni nyina ne say Haruna Idrisu education minister no Ghana Education Service postpones reopening date for single track SHS to April 23rd. NDC aban say double track no ye twem sesia no April 23rd ye be start single track enkura ni nyina be ko school abom no mapon abom mumbom nsem ma John Mahama everade go for be opposition NPP for mumbom nsem Emma Haruna Idrisu mumbom nsem Emma Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman mumbom nsem Emma JJ Rollins or T NDC party no mumbom nsem Emma party we do munim nyansa enti Haruna Idrisu ono so ye tani tafo do munim nyansa fucking Haruna Idrisu ye tani and tafo ya ono so about correct educational system no you see or say senior high school ni be no April 23rd enkwara ne kwa ye di blue green red bia biom enti omo nyina be ko school abom no mama kwan abom NDC na aba ya ka kire mo 42 years agenda no NC so no MPP omo jimi o omo nim nyansa MPP for ka kire mo say review as kire say cancel ba omia KB Kennedy KB Ekufuadu KB or say Chemensa KB obi a wo MPP ma wajimi bia KB. This is not a party you have to even think about. NPP, they are foolish. And under 3 months, under 90 days, NDC led by John Mahama, Education Minister Haruna Idrisu, Ghana Education Services said they are looking at opening schools on 23rd of April 2025. We send a single track. So that is what they are looking at. Intesi na omo postpone school na yebebie no and then kwara nyina be call the same time na kwara nyina makwan the same time. This is wisdom, this is vision. O start crampa, there will be a little bit of lapses, but you have to keep correcting it and making it right. Almost starting to say there's definitely going to be some lapses, there's going to be some small problems. That is why we have government, that is why we have people who think, that's why we have leaders. They will sit and make sure they tweak in the next 4 years, 3 years, 1 year, 2 years, no. Your school no asaba back to resetting, and the NDC is resetting Ghana. Ghana for NDC, I say they will give power to the NDC for 42 years and over. And this is what we were all waiting for. This is why we all came out to vote. Yatumima NPP for 38%. 38. They are going to go back to 24%, and it is a must. This is what we need to support as a people. This is what we need to support as a country. This is what we need to support as Ghanaians. We are not supposed to allow foolish people to lead us. You get what I mean? These are very important things. Yeah, Ghana for and then about party be Jimmy, how many ideas, how many policies, how many nyansa. You don't waste your time on them. Hey, time John Mahama started say. From 7 January, John Mahama started the presidency, we led by MPP political stooges. Close gag for, close sago, and CLOGSAG. For Bekache say, almost suspended, almost nationwide strike. Obian Kashi. And Adia Chinya, Jimmy, Obian Fiomono. CLOGSAG suspends prolonged nationwide strike after its National Executive Council reached a decision at an emergency meeting today. A minor here, the way Jimmy January Chiro. Obusa CLOGSAG for say, what was the reason for your strike? Oh, Nipa ba kunti, yen na ye tenefie. Na sa tenefie ye ntuauka. Moko tenefie no, na nko se suspend mu nyina, mu nim nyansa mu dodo na mu leadership no. The leadership are stupid. You people are foolish. I feel they must suspend. Why have you suspended? Now you're doing some about 6 months. Now I say the Ghana for car. In Kwasia strike, in Kwasia strike. The issue is we are not saying say you cannot go on strike. Part of the Ejuma Amoye say Bibi in Korea, you should have legitimate reasons for going on strike. Now a whole group say young Ejuma because you see nipa ba kubinti, ye jai Ghana Ejuma guo. Now come up say John Mahama wepa macho TV so mabotam. You need to understand, baby, you do know, and so if your reason was legitimate enough and was reasonable enough, Ghanaians would have supported it. But the reason now Modema is a moko strike, and leadership, Jimmy, you need to change your leadership because MPP surrogates. They thought that they were doing that to make Mahama's administration look bad. It may, CLOGSAG, we will demonstrate and make sure the leadership is changed. Because the leadership is changed. I didn't know moko striker. I death and birth registry. You see, you yini pebi so onko onti entiasie kwasiafo birth and death registry. Then no. And you know kufu adu kwasiye by or see you people. We don't need anything from you because you are a useless agency. And you kufu adu nakachire. When the kufu even came to Ghana to tell us to say birth and death the registry no mumu ankasa mu agency no ayan kwasiya agency you could not strike. You could not go out to defend a human amoye no. A Jimmy for John Mahama Baya, ye leader be my entias and Tiatrefie. No, me person will be Jumbium. Because John Mahama Bani Kran Quasia for a Pessin Quasia for Brady, Nanyansa for a finance for Juma. Internet go some you muedi. The leadership of CLOGSAG, more Jimmy, you people are foolish. Next time, do you think say very important issue ba Namokasamoko striker, Ghana for support mo? More Jimmy, you are done. Because yakoyi obi ako birth and death registry yantiasie inti etenefie kwasiade obetime bi abrochiri motete Ghana na mon kwasiade ekufo ade kwasiampe yikura ba ya oka kire mo se mo registry no emfaso ani so no yentumi fanye bibia no kwasiafo man kwa strike. You people sit in these offices and you think, say, you can use your position to frustrate the NDC government. Mr. S, Mr. P, from Monday, get me all the pictures of the leadership of CLOGSAG. These are MPP executives. You people think, say, ye be Jimmy and who have you, near so so every time you NDC power piano, because when you say NDC for no, they basically accept and kwasiasam and they want all of us to govern together. No, now more capitalize on kwasiade so the Jimmy Mohu echem. The John Mahama, you know, the NDC you people knew in the past this is a new NDC. And he said, Mubabe Juma, Mumbai Juma, Namunja Jimmy no. All right, move on. What is Ghana and Kwasiade? A good for the Bakan Kwasiade. Now look at the story. Cocoa board. Gigim. Witty. Ghana. Obiani over to my show 4 hours for Ghana. Except me. Obiani ho. There's Lipton tea. There's nothing in it. So Nyankopon Famawa, you cannot do show for 3 hours, 4 hours. You can't. Me met my show 6 hours. And the 6 hours, you will learn every single piece, every ha. Because we know what we are doing. Because remember, because I know whatever I'm saying, Biano, are the facts. These are the facts. Obiani can my 3 hours continuous show. Nobody. I can do 6 hours, 7 hours. No lie. Bibiani simple na. Nobody can do 4-hour show in Ghana. No journalist without interviewing somebody. Nobody. Obiano Betmatana TV, so radio, so I show straight 4 hours without interviewing anybody. Me Obia interview 4 hours. Nobody can do that in Ghana. Nobody. And I will study it. Obiani Ghana bet show 4 hours without interviewing anybody. In Ghana. Who can do that? Mo journalist am work Ghana 99%. Oman fan ko fan ba mu show so omun bibi o meka from team. Omun tua de, omun nya research. Omun ni better team. Omun ni better research team. Omun ni good production team. It's omun tumi nya show more than 2 hours. 2 hours en kwasha form show kire mo no. Obetena show no so 1 hour. 44 minutes, 45 minutes. Oh, okay. So what do you think? Hey, please let this one go on. Oh, before you land. Sa onwankasa time obekasa enu 10 minutes. Oh, introduction. And your uncle, my old uncle, I knew him in Ghana when I was in school, Mr. Koberate. I said, oh, thank you. And my own senior brother and colleague, senior brother, Bia, 10 minutes, no more 40 minutes, and I'm a on your calculation here. So the Nipa 5 ever turn the show so. Some question from social media, any question radio to be a TV the show no. So the Nipa 4 ban the show so. No Bia kasa 20 minutes, 4 kasa say 80 minutes, 1 hour over. Into no journalist now to one okasa saying no. Oh please, oh trasomen kan sa oh say wo de oh nyabotre edru so a wo so beka oh wusu bempa nyabotre oh na so wusu yan kan sa aha na oto kwasia na nim so otwen ba oh yes oh wo de me ofa no we ma we nkasa na wo a wo so akasa na sa kwasia de we na mo de tete wo se mo ye journalism nwan amanfo pese mo hu research awaye o facts na ma mo nti ase. People want to know what you have gone out there to search for. The facts you've gone out there to search for, to let them know. Come and educate them. Don't come and introduce people to them. Oh, uncle. Oh, wait there, so yeah, can say where they sign. Oh, just sign. Oh, they sign. And sana what to us. Oh, that be nyabutre. Oh, Massachusetts nyabutre obekasa. Aha, na also saying kwasi asem we aso ton mo bodam. Redraw. Na me ko enim. A Greek ministry, Cocoa Board, document review, $15 million and 44 million cities deal. Mamika Bincho. Why we need Brian Champion? Be a catch and say, me echo me say, Sikebi or left to a Bank of Ghana be a minimum. Me say, this is nothing. Why we need Brian Champion? Catch and say, echo be do me say. Kronu bi obo Ghana bia before he became a minister, a Greek minister. I know. Ebi krepi Holland. Mon kan kire no. Mon kan kire Brian Champo. Sika we amu hu esa. A pint of sika Cocoa Board Brian Champo we wia. Do you know what is coming? O dia na mo ya mesre. Me say men kan bibia amfa asem we hu biem. De meka na maka kire no me say Brian Champo, baby, will be our cool hormono. I also got to helicopter that be a question now. Oh, Jimmy, one can just say, what is coming is bigger than him. Ah, when him sikan go for a left here or Ghana. Almost $50 million is got $50 million, saying 44 million Ghana. Now, Cocoa Board owner, no Kramusan say, on no deals now right before elections, deals now. When him sikan go for alpha, you are talking about $50 million. $50 million. How much do you know the crime these people have committed in Ghana? Mon send a message. You want come Brian Champion? Why is serious? And our sponsor question shows. Onim de minim. Ono onim de minim. Message asem we min ka bibia. Message amede aka ho ano no. It will come.